State Senator Sue Rezin, thanks for joining us again on the Illinois Channel. We're here at the State Fair on Republican Day, and now you are seeking a new office. You're running for Congress in the 14th District. That's up in the northern part of the state. Why decide to run for Congress?
I'm running to restore the mainstream conservative representation in the 14th Congressional District. If you look at all of the races that we lost this election cycle, the 14th is a district we should not have lost. And in order to swing back the power of the U.S. Congress, it goes through the 14th Congressional District.
As you run, you're running against Congresswoman Underwood, who's, again, a freshman, in a seat that had long been in Republican hands. Do you have a theme for your campaign as yet, that are issues that you're particularly going to focus on?
Well, the theme of our campaign is results, not resistance. I think the American public recognize that we're tired of all of the resistance and the rhetoric from the far, far left, from the progressive group who are pushing a progressive agenda, not only in Washington, D.C., but we just saw passed in Springfield. And they're looking for somebody who works hard and tries to solve problems and, as a result, has some results that they can talk about. They're tired of the rhetoric. They're tired of the resistance.
Obviously, the election is about 15 months away. But on the other hand, as you have been holding office for a number of years now anyway, you hear from constituents. When you hear them and they talk about the issues, what kind of things are they focused on, and to what extent do you think you might be able to better represent the constituents of the 14th District by being in Washington as compared to here in Springfield?
Well, simply, this is a conservative district. The 14th congressional seat is a seat we should have never lost. So the numbers haven't changed. The people that are in the district are looking for somebody who is a conservative. And in my last 9 years in the state Senate, I have a very strong conservative voting record. And I am somebody that has been tested and has been through numerous campaigns successfully, and will be able to take that, be able to come through not only a primary, but also to win a general. That will be a very contentious general. You'll see a lot of money coming into this race throughout the entire country because the balance of power for the U.S. House lies in the 14th District. So I think I'm the right candidate, and I have a good record to run on.
Yeah, obviously people who follow politics certainly know that the Democrats took back control of the House 2 years ago, and two of the seats they picked up were the 14th and the 6th District. Both of those had long been Republican hands. So it is interesting in Illinois, and then we have Rodney Davis, Republican, in the 13th District, who won, but barely. So we're going to have in Illinois, come November of 2020, some very competitive races, and there'll be ones that certainly the Illinois Channel will be focused on. We appreciate you taking the time to talk with us, and we'll want to follow up with you as you run. Of course, you're facing, you have a primary opponent, and also in State Senator Jim Oberweis, but we'll have to see what goes out. Whoever is the ultimate nominee of the Republican Party, I think it'll be one of the most interesting races for people to follow around the country. When you announce for something like this, I would imagine too, you probably hear from people from around. Have you heard from people from around the country who are encouraging you on or giving you some kind of feedback?
I've received tremendous amount of support from across the country. I've been into Washington, D.C. and met with many of the people within the party, and they recognize that this is an important seat for them to pick up. The value that I bring to the table, especially in the primary, is that I have run and won 4 races at the state level. I came in and I ran against one of Speaker Madigan's incumbent who had been in office for 10 years, and I beat her after working very hard for a year and a half. And then after that, I was appointed to the Senate, where I've had, because I represent a swing district in the Senate, I've had 3 more races. 2 of them were top-tier races in the Senate, and we were able to win by large margins, because we put a team together that understands not only that I represent, I'm a conservative and have a good conservative voting record, but I also do well on the other side. We put a campaign team together that has been successful in the past, and we're doing the same thing as we speak for the congressional race.
You'd be running against a woman in Congresswoman Underwood. To what extent do you think it matters that you would be a woman running against a woman versus a man running against her? Does that have anything to do with it?
You know, not in my world. This campaign is going to be about policies, and you know, even though she truly believes what she believes, her agenda is very progressive, and I'll very easily be able to draw the differences in the contrast between what she believes and what I believe and have voted on. So it's two entirely different agendas. The Washington Post came out with an article about 3 weeks ago that stated that Congresswoman Underwood has the most progressive voting record for any freshman for their district in Washington, D.C. That's starkly out of step with the constituents in the 14th Congressional District.
I know you're going to be busy and you got things to do. As we get further into the campaign, we'd like to revisit with you, and we can do a little more in depth and go into the issues. But right now, we thanks for joining us, and have a great day here at the fair.
Thanks for having me. Happy to be here.
Hi folks, thanks for watching, and if you haven't already, please consider subscribing to our channel. And while you're at it, please leave us a comment. Thank you for watching.